Hello, welcome back to Calm AF. Today's episode is a teensy bit different because I'm actually going to be sharing what Zoom likes to call a spiel. Yes, every time I have a Calm AF Life coaching call and I go on what I would call a tangent, Zoom kindly informs me. It tells me how long my longest spiel was. So, this spiel was inspired by reading a love letter for my private podcasts. And sometimes what happens is a love letter will inspire me to go on a spiel because this topic specifically, this message, it's everything I stand for. And I think it's something we all desperately need to hear over and over and over again. It's my life's mission to make sure people know this. And that is, you aren't a project. You are not a project. You are a human having a once-in-a-lifetime human experience. And you don't have to wait until everything is perfect and everyone's happy to start actually enjoying your life. Because unfortunately, that day where everyone is just good and happy, it's not coming. I know. I wish it was. It's not. Let's just accept it and move on. So here is the love letter and the spiel that was inspired from it. Let's dive in. Good morning. Here's your love letter for October 12th. There's always going to be something to work on, something to fix, something to improve, something to change. There's always going to be something that keeps showing up. Something that you thought you would have figured out by now. Something that you have to learn over and over and over. And that's okay. There is no finish line. There's no to-do list boxes to check off at the end. Because as long as you continue being human, there's always more. So settle in. Celebrate what you've learned. Allow space for what you haven't. And sit back and enjoy this journey. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I feel a little called to riff a little bit longer on this. So if you don't have a few extra minutes right now, feel free to go set your intention, choose which rings you want to close, and be on with your day. But if you do have a couple minutes, this love letter really encompasses everything that I stand for and everything that I hope that you take away from these love letters. All of the input that we need to keep changing before we're able to enjoy our life is so harmful. And it keeps people confused and exhausted and stuck. I'm not a person who is going to suggest a long list of things that you should be doing or practices you should be engaging in order to feel better in your life. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good goal. I love transformation. Everything I do is to help people transform their lives into what they want it to look like and how they want it to feel. But what I want to undo is this idea that you have to transform in order to get your life to feel how you want it, that your life needs to change a lot or you need to change a lot in order for you to actually enjoy this life. Transformation, ideally, should always come from a place of desire, a place of because I want to, not because I need to. And I think most of the time when people today want to make a change in their life, it's really coming from that place of need. There's a story that's driving this need for transformation. Who I am right now isn't enough, or the life that I'm living right now isn't good enough. I can't be happy until ... I'm telling you, and I will tell you again and again and again, this is not the energy that you want to approach your goals with or your life with. This is not the energy you want to enhance or improve parts of your reality from, because from that place, there's always going to be more to do. There is no finish line. Like the goalpost keeps getting moved back. There's no end. As soon as you've achieved this goal, in your fitness, in your career, in your health, whatever it is, there is something else that you're now aware of that also needs to be fixed. Another goal pops up. And this is exactly what's keeping people from loving their life. This idea that they have to change everything before they can enjoy it. We need to flip it upside down. Oftentimes, when I start working with clients privately, I tell them whatever it is that you're working on, we'll get there. But our only goal here is to learn to love your life right now as much as you can. Because, like I said in the love letter, this really is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The fact that we were born as humans, the chances of that happening are just ridiculous. We get these intricate bodies that somehow know how to stay alive mostly on their own. And we get to have these completely unique human experiences. And you know what we do with this miracle? We overcomplicate the fuck out of it. Just this morning, I was watching this YouTube video, and it was this doctor. I think it was a doctor. I didn't research, but I saw this first video, and it was something about if you want to sleep better tonight, which I clicked on because I'm like, yeah. He's like, put honey in your mouth. Oh, listen, I went to his account. There were hundreds of videos like this. Hundreds. That's confusing. That's overwhelming. And I am all for learning and enhancing the human experience, but we have turned living into this endless project. There's always another hack, another thing you should be doing, another way you're not measuring up. We've made it really fucking complicated when it doesn't have to be. So here's my point. This love letter wraps up with a nice little bow on top, the truth of how to live your best life. By enjoying the life that you have right now. Don't think that you have to wait to live that best life, or that someday it will all of a sudden just be your best life. That's not how it works. You don't have to wait until you've fixed all the things. You don't have to wait until your to-do list is finished, until your body looks how it's supposed to and your face looks how it's supposed to, until you've reversed your age and invested your money in whatever it is, Bitcoin, whatever, and you don't have any bills to pay. All the things we're using as reasons why we can't enjoy this life right now. So if your only to-do list item was to ask yourself today, how can I show up and really live? How can I enjoy this life, the one that I have today? If I knew that this was the end of my once-in-a-lifetime experience, that my days were numbered, which, not to be morbid, but they are, my friend, no matter what, no matter who you are, no matter how old you are, no matter how healthy or unhealthy you are, all of our days will be coming to an end. And if I just happen to know that my day was today, how would I want to live this day? Now, sometimes people take this to the extreme, right? They're like, well, if I live that way every day, I wouldn't get anything done. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, there is a way to do both. How do you make sure that you are getting through the mundane things on your to-do list, but also realizing that those mundane things are what's making up your life? There is no end. There will not be a day that you get to the end of this to-do list, probably until your last day, right? Even if you're 99 years old, you still have things to do that day. Get up, dressed, eat. There's no end to the to-do list. So you have to start living with the to-do list, with the things that you love about your life and the things that you want to change. And once you learn how to fall in love with your life as it is right now, not only does it make improving things or changing things so much easier, but here's the thing. All of the transformations that you try to make because you feel like you're not good enough are disappointing. When you get to that goal achieved, how much of the time are you like, welp, I did it. Now can I move on? There's always something else. There's always something else to work on, to fix, to improve. There's always going to be something, a story that keeps popping up, a person that you have a conflict with. That's just how it is. So, can you allow it all to be there and not use all of those things as reasons why you cannot be showing up and loving your life? Go show up and love. Live your life because you want to, not because you think you can't live until you've fixed everything and this project of you is complete. You're not a project. You are a human having a human experience, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Go enjoy it. So there you have it. If this love letter and spiel resonated with you and you want to get those daily reminders to stop treating yourself like a project and start living your life without adding more to your plate, make sure that you subscribe to get those daily love letters. They are dropped right into your inbox first thing in the morning so you can start your day with that intention. All right. Thank you for listening. You're not a project. Go live your life fully right now. I'll see you next time.